What is up, guys? TSL here, back with a brand new how to make a game like SPTS video. In today's video we will be adding the server message thing so that when you rank up to a different class, it tells everybody in the server, in the chat, says like server blank has ranked up to whatever class. So we'll be doing that on top of making the GUIs close if you open a different GUI automatically, so that it doesn't get like all messy. Alright, so let's get started. We'll make the chat thing first. So the first thing we're going to want to do is make a new remote event inside of replicated storage, and we'll call this one how about server message. So this is going to actually be different. Instead of having a script on the server, it's going to be locally. So inside the starter GUI, we'll add a new local script. We can call this local script server message local script, and we can do local event is equal to game.replicatedStorage.server message. Do event, not get fenv, event dot on client event :connect function, and take the player and their message. So basically, very simple. We just have to do game.starter GUI set core chat make system message, which obviously it does what its name says. It makes a system message. Then it takes another parameter to set core, and this will be a dictionary or a table dictionary with a few of the chat make system message properties. So the first one we're going to want to do set is text. So this one's going to be equal to, first of all, we want it to say server in these brackets with a space, and then we're going to want to concatenate it to the message, because we might use this for different messages in the future. That's why we're just using a generic message thing. So then we'll add a comma so that we can move on to our next thing, or not a comma, sorry, a semicolon, and so we can move on to the next thing. And now we're going to want to set the font. I'm going to use enum.font Arial bold. Alright, and then now we get to set the color. So I'm going to set the color to some orange type thing, so color3.from RGB, and we can use the color wheel. I did that a little earlier to get a nice color, so I think it was like 255,94,0. yeah, found the color while I was testing the system earlier. Alright, so now that we have the color, now the last thing we're going to want to set is the font size, and I want that to be equal to enum.fontsize.size60, and just add our semicolon. Alright, so this should actually make us our system messages, but now what we have to do is actually call this remote event inside of our other script. So where we have to go is, we can close starter GUI. We want to go into server script service and into our add stack script. Over here we have this set. If OP or if operator is equal to set, then we do this. And over there is where we're going to want to call the event, because we only use the set when we set the class. Pretty much. Just to make sure, we want to do if val : match, and we want to match class. Then that means that we know that we're setting a class. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is make a variable up here called alert clients, I guess. Clients, and this will be equal to game.replicatedStorage.server message. Alright, and then inside this if statement, we're just gonna want to do alert clients, and instead of doing fire client, we want to do fire all clients, so it'll fire for everybody in the game. And then all we want to do is pass in our player, and then we want to pass in the message, which will be player dot name, and then we'll concatenate it to has ranked up 2, and then we'll put the value, so the class they just ranked up to, and then an exclamation point. So this should work if we click play. Then if we go into classes and fusions, so no, I start with 100 strength because I made it do that, so we have 100 total power. And right now I didn't change it, so it only costs 50 total power. And so if I click this now, you see in the chat it says server Donrules37 has ranked up to D class. Alright, perfect. So now the last thing we're gonna want to do for this video quickly is make it so that our GUIs close automatically. So we can close this and go into our starter GUI and into our classes and fusions. First, open and close frame. And yeah, you're just going to want to copy these two things in, and then our player variable. So basically, once we set the thing of our frame to either true or false, the visibility, then we want to make our other two frames, just make them false just in case they were true. Yeah, and we basically do that for the other two as well. Yeah, except we do it in their if statements, and we just change one because we just change it to the correct thing. So this time we want to make sure classes and fusions is false and quest GUI is false. And then for quest GUIs, the open and close frame, we want to make sure that classes and fusions is false visible, and the player stats, the frame we were just on, is frames visibility is also false. So yeah, also we can just delete that stuff. Delete the else and delete it, making it say close, because it doesn't do that in the real game, I don't think anyways. Also, it just looks kind of weird and don't feel like fixing it right now. You can keep it if you want to, but it's nothing major. Alright, so now if we play the game finally, and we just open this. Alright, it's open. If we open this now, it's not open. The other thing in this one is. And if we open this, then nothing else was open. Alright, yeah, so we'll probably add some animations maybe next video, so that like it doesn't just disappear and just appear, so they're like tween on nicely. Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I know it was a short video, but we got stuff done. So if you guys enjoyed the video and it helped you out, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 815 subscribers by the end of July. Also, my group on Roblox is close to hitting 200 members, so make sure you join that as well. And we are aiming for 1,000 subscribers by September. So please help me out, guys, and click that subscribe button. I'll really appreciate it. See you in the next video, guys.